8 News continues to bring you the latest on the biggest December snowstorm to hit Richmond in more than 100 years.
Well, if you don't have to come out, stay home. Let us do our jobs, get the roads clean, the park lines clean.
We have the most accurate forecast and an update from VDOT.
Very scary because you don't know where that's gonna end.
Live team coverage right now on this monstrous winter storm.
8 News starts now with breaking news.
Thank you for joining us for 8 News. I'm Gretchen Ross. Breaking right now at 11, Virginia State Police say drivers hit 2 troopers tonight. The first incident happened around 6:45 this evening on I-81 in Pulaski County. State police say the trooper was sitting in his patrol car when a driver lost control and slammed into his vehicle. Luckily, the driver nor the trooper were hurt in that situation. Now, the second accident happened closer to home in Hanover County shortly after the first. Now, these are pictures from the scene. Investigators tell us around 7:11 tonight, a state trooper was in his car after helping a stuck car on I-95 when a driver in a 2003 GMC Yukon lost control and rear-ended the trooper's vehicle. You can see it from the pictures there. He has minor injuries, but he will be okay. Virginia State Police, again, warning drivers to stay off the roads until they are clear. In Stormtracker 8 now, these are videos of the weather today as snow was falling earlier in Chesterfield as well as Richmond. The heavy snow made it difficult for cars to get around today. State police saying they've seen more than 1,000 crashes today as a result of the snow and the freezing temperatures. And now that the snowfall has stopped, we want to check in with what's in store overnight as well as into those early morning hours. Stormtracker 8 Chief Meteorologist John Bernier has the latest update for this evening and that important morning commute. Good evening, John.
Well, good evening, Gretchen. Hello, everyone. Yes, the snow is slackened off to basically nothing that's going to really add anything to the snowfall totals over the area. Of course, still have the winter storm warning. It's going to remain in effect. That will expire as we go into the overnight hours. Winter weather advisories off to the east of that. Take a look at live Stormtracker 8 Doppler radar, and you can see how that's still got an area down to the south of us as this storm kind of moves off the coastline. It's basically some light rainfall down through this area here, but that's where it's warmed up to just above freezing. Areas off to the north where the steadier snow has come down to an end of a few light snowflakes just down to the south of us, as you can see here over Amelia and Nottoway and Crew. But this is all very light. It's not got a heavy precipitation rate, so it's not going to really add anything else. But these areas here have actually had some freezing rain mixed in, and there are a lot of power outage problems going down east along Interstate 64. Travis is going to have a little more about that coming up in just a moment up there. Now, snowfall totals here. The airport officially 11.5 inches of snow. Widespread 13 to 14 inches, basically from Caroline, the area around Dawn, all the way back down the southwest. Heavy amounts of snow down the big snow band area. And by the way, the real big winner for this, Wintergreen. Of course, Nelson County, up in the mountains there. They've had 21 inches of snow. Ooh, get the skis ready, friends, to go there. As far as this snow is concerned, again, 11.5 at the reports, the heaviest ever recorded before December 10th. Before then, it was 7.3 inches. It is the #2 snowstorm for the month of December, which was 110 years ago, just short of a couple of weeks from that. That was 15 inches of snow, and even without any more snow this month, 6th snowiest record for the month of December. 6th snowiest one on record. All right, leftover light snow for the next few hours over the air. Really just a few flurries over us, and then everything's going to be winding down fairly quickly as we head into the overnight hours. Tomorrow morning, still some clouds, not much snow left over us here, and temperatures just below freezing. We'll take a full look at the forecast in just a bit. Gretchen?
Thanks, John. Make sure to join us tomorrow morning for Good Morning Richmond. We are starting earlier than normal, starting at 4 o'clock, not 4:30. Our team will have the latest on conditions for you as you head into work. Several schools in our area are closed tomorrow. Richmond, Chesterfield, Hanover, Petersburg, Henrico, all closed. To see a full list of closings, head to our website now, WRIC.com. And of course, 8 News has you covered for the latest on the snow on air, online, and of course on the 8 News app. Make sure to download it right now for the latest breaking news and weather right at your fingertips. It is free for the App Store as well as Google Play. And our team coverage takes us to Henrico, where travelers at Richmond International Airport are waiting to find out when they will be able to get to their destination. You heard John say 11.5 inches fell in that area, and that's where we find Stormtracker 8 reporter Nick Canigliaro right now. Nick.
Gretchen, The word canceled has taken over RIC today, leaving people either stranded here in the airport or scrambling for other plans. We've seen 111 cancellations today with over 35 more tomorrow. A lot of people we spoke with, though, said regardless, they're actually not too upset about it because there has been a good amount of transparency between airlines and travelers. One man tells us he got here around 11, then sat on his plane to San Antonio for 3 hours before crews let them off to get different food for dinner. Travelers then once again boarded the flight shortly after that before finally being told it was canceled. Then he and others sat here for over 3 hours waiting for their luggage, but still are understanding.
It is the weather, and probably half the people are irritated about the fact that they can't get their luggage in an immediate sense of urgency, and other people understand it's the weather. You can't predict it.
Now, those cancel numbers are rising each hour, so we are continuing to follow it. But if you or someone you know is expected to fly into or out of RIC either later today or tomorrow, go online where you can check to see whether or not your flight has been one of these canceled ones. Again, we are going to follow this, but right now, live in Henrico, Nick Canigliero, 8 News.
All right, thank you very much, Nick. Now, this is video our 8 News crew captured on the way to the airport earlier tonight. This is along I-64, where state troopers have been very busy responding to several accidents. Those crashes closed 9 Mile Road exit, and Governor Northam tweeted just a few minutes ago, says he is glad everyone is okay, asking everyone again to stay off the roads so VDOT can work and other crews as well. And of course, we will let you know when those roads are open again. Travis.
Yeah, and of course, just kind of continuing upon that, this is a live look outside, of course, on I-95, right as 295 meets up with that. This is northbound. Southbound is where you see all that traffic slowing down. You see right there on the kind of left-hand side of your screen, looks like a little hatchback, kind of in the middle of the median there. Of course, dealing with some issues on a roadway. Still slick and slippery out there, but I'm going to make one of these cameras a little bit bigger, so bear with me. We're going to see the screen flash black, I think, really quick, and we are looking at, well, maybe not. Yep, let's do that. Here we are, looking at this one right here. So you can see, of course, those roadways kind of in the center of your screen there looking a lot nicer. What we are also seeing, though, is that the Powhite Parkway, you can barely see that in the bottom of your screen, still kind of snow covered. So what are we dealing with? Of course, well, we have those snow-covered roads. They are beginning to be cleared up just a little bit. Of course, if you are looking at the main roads, there's a look at some of them. VDOT crews, of course, as John told us, that the snow is really beginning to lessen out there, so that allows for those roads to stay cleaner. But we have the secondary, the tertiary roads. It's going to be an issue for quite some time as we head through, of course, the next couple of hours. And I also want to let you guys know that we are looking at some outages across the area with some power outages. About 55,000 customers for Dominion Energy out across the region. So that snow not just causing headaches on the roadways, but also in your homes, reducing those power outages. Gretchen?
All right, thank you very much, Travis. We want to get more details now on the conditions of the roads in Central Virginia at this hour. We go to the phone now to talk with VDOT spokesperson Bethany Glover. She's joining us right now for an interview. Thank you for joining us, Bethany, first of all. And we want to find out now, what are maybe the biggest challenges that crews are running into while they are out on the roads?
Well, the biggest challenge is that crews were having an issue with the ongoing snow. It was just covering up what we had already plowed, and we had to make double and triple passes on some areas that we had already gone over. But now that snow is winding down, our crews will really have a chance to make progress and tackle any icy patches with salt and sand and plow any of that accumulating snow.
All right, and what, in terms of the top priorities, when your crews go out, what are the roads that are number 1, then 2, then 3 in terms of the priority list?
Well, first of all, we address interstate roads, and then followed by primary roads, and then secondary routes that are major, that have major connectivity hubs, such as schools, emergency services, things like that. And then from there, we move on to neighborhood routes.
Okay. Now, we have been taking some, calls today from viewers. They've been a little upset in terms of the response of clearing the snow. What would you say to those drivers that have been frustrated tonight out on the roadways?
Just that our crews are working in 12-hour shifts around the clock to plow away the snow as quickly as possible, and that safety is always our number 1 priority. So please give them time and patience to work and try to stay off the roads tonight if possible, so that we can get the roads passable and safe as quickly as we can.
All right, thank you very much. That is Bethany Glover again with VDOT. Of course, we'll probably be checking in with her and other folks from VDOT throughout the next several hours. Thank you very much. Now, conditions have also been difficult in the area of Chesterfield County today, too. Stormtracker 8 reporter Sierra Fox tracking those conditions all afternoon for us. She joins us live now with an update. Sierra, what can you tell us?
Just check out this huge pile of snow. This is what road crews have been working hard all day long to push to the side to clear the road for drivers. But it's those secondary roads and neighborhood roads that are still a mess. Heavy snow causes cars to slip and slide on the road. 8 News was there when this sedan slid off the street and got stuck in a ditch.
Very scary. Very scary. The problem is not driving fast, but the problem is the weather. The weather is so bad.
So bad, a truck ran on top of the hood of Jonathan Escobar's car. This hit and run happened on Robius Road in Chesterfield County. You can see the front of his car is banged up bad.
My wife got a panic attack and all that stuff. Yeah, so I called the police and everything because it's not right, you know. And he just hit me, he get on top of my car. He just crashed me and he left.
Lieutenant Dennis Profit advises everyone to not travel. He says his department has responded to over 300 calls today for crashes and cars stuck in the road.
If you must travel, definitely use extreme caution and slow down. A lot of the crashes are due to speed with the road conditions, so definitely slow down if you have to travel.
Now back out here live right off of Midlothian Turnpike. You can see the roads are slushy and wet, and Chesterfield police tell me they're starting to see ice on the roads. So if you need to drive, just be careful, slow down. It's recommended that you just stay inside, and we're told that the conditions aren't going to get any better going into the morning. Now I'm going to send it over to our Stormtracker 8 reporter Jermaine Farrell, who has more on the GRTC and shelters in the area. Jermaine?
Well, good evening, Miss Sierra, doing a great job out there. Now, I can tell you right now, the bus situation, right now, they had to shut down over at GRTC. They had to shut things down because of the routes and the weather right around 7 o'clock tonight, that they're going to get back up going in the morning at right around 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and they'll use a snow route. Now, this snow earlier today here in our area, even though the snow right then and there has let up a bit in parts, it's still really cold in our area. So if you need a shelter, listen up. Now, the Richmond Cold Weather Overflow Shelter is now open and will be open until 10 o'clock Tuesday morning. Now, if you need that cold weather shelter, the location is at the Annie Giles Community Resource Center on Oliver Hill Way. Now, the city says single adults needing shelter can call the city's homeless crisis line. So, again, it's very important. Really, the big thing is if you don't have to go out, please don't go out. Of course, for all the latest on whether you have cancellations, weather, anything like that, go to our website, WRC.com. You can go to our app. We have everything for you as we're here making sure that, again, you all have to stay safe. Reporting from outside of our WRC studios, I'm Jermaine Farrell, 8 News.
Thank you very much, Jermaine. And right now, we want to thank you. You of all have been helping us tonight, the viewer, tell our weather story. You've been sending us pictures and video. We want to go to those right now. Let's take a look. These are pictures from 8 News viewer Elise Johnson. This is out of Brandermill. That's in Chesterfield County. You can see her deck is completely covered in snow. Hopefully she got that cleared. And we're going to show you more pics and videos throughout the rest of the broadcast. And still ahead this Sunday night, we head to I-64 where several cars ended up stuck in the snow earlier today.
All right, well, the snow will be done as we head through the overnight hours. Tomorrow, we'll finally start to see a little bit of sunshine as we go into the afternoon. Stormtracker 8 weather aware because the commute's going to be a messy one throughout the day, and temperatures only making it to the mid to upper 30s. There's some warmer weather, maybe even 60 degrees in our forecast. I'll show you when, coming up next.